Hello, folks, and welcome back to Tyranny. As always, of course, I am Falcon, your host, and we are back. We are in this area that the Beastmen were telling us about that disfavored were attacking civilians. Folks, before we start, though, please like the video. It helps it a great deal to be more popular, helps my channel to grow. Subscribe if you enjoy my stuff, because it's the best way for you to find more of my content. And check out my Patreon. Link is available in the top right corner, down in the description below, and at the end of the video. Those who support me on that get the opportunity to potentially play games with me and even record videos with me, possibly an entire series, as well as the ability to submit names for ships or characters or whatever based on what game we're talking about. But I would pull from those lists for any game that I play. Alright, so let's jump into this. We were told about this by the Beastmen, who we were forced to kill, even though I was trying not to kill them. But, oh well. But they said that the disfavored were attacking civilians, which doesn't sound like them. And, oh, you are actually disfavored, apparently. The dead dude. A very dead dude, from the looks of things. Is that it? Nothing else? Just the one dude? This doesn't seem like... it seems like there should be more to this place. Oh, you are definitely not disfavored. As you can see, you are a chorus. How about a fight in this? The breastplate alone weighs more than the beast. With some effort, she clanks and clomps a few steps closer to the group. She wheezes, suit rattling as her muscles tremble from the effort to stay standing. I can barely breathe in the siren trap. The man next to her snarls and pounds a beady fist on his helm. Bitch harder, you baby. My helmet doesn't even fit. Thought a lot of them had lumpy stones for noggins, but this thing's size for a child and tighter than a vice. Grunts and pries at the iron helm to no avail. I don't even know if I can get it off. Bite your friggin' tons, I'll cut them out, iron visor or not. She knocks severed Sophus' visor up to reveal his face and slams it back down to make her point. Nitwit. A few more raids will have slandered the disfavored well and keen. They'll be flocking to join the chorus soon enough. Now practice swinging that sword. It's heavier than an axe, so it ought to lob through a leg like fresh churned butter. Yeah, as I expected, they are most definitely not disfavored. You, however, look like you actually are. Oh, Overlord's mercy. Oh, ow, that hurts like... Fatebinder? Out here? The man lifts his head, regarding you blearily. Stripped of his armor, you can see several ragged wounds to his throat, belly, and thighs. Any one of them should be fatal, yet the man is very clearly alive. Thank Kairos! Thought the bastard had doubled back to kill me. Again. What do you mean, kill you again? I blacked out for the blood loss. Kairos, that's embarrassing. Thought I was a goner. Glances at the body of the man next to him and his face hardens. He clenches his jaw in anger and something colder, regret. I saw it wasn't so lucky, I guess. Scout reported from the civvies. A rash of caravans have been despoiled by disfavored troops. Of course it wasn't us, so me and Isod got detailed to track the problem. Didn't know that a squad of shields was missing. Tracked the bastards a few days. Found the squad's bodies some leagues downhill. Thought to turn back, but two of the shields, they meant something to Isod, so let him press us on. Grunts as he pops his leg, resetting the shattered bone. Kick the damn hornet's nest, of course. We've been sniping out guys a few at a time, using our armor to raid the caravans. So the chorus disguised as disfavored are hijacking caravans. They're smearing our name. Just my reputation on the line, so be it. I can't let them do this to the general. Suffers enough for us. Let me guess, you'd like me to step in and take authority. Of course, will pay. How does Graven Ash suffer? Slide a blade between his ribs. Damn. Rather your reputation, I'd say your life is on the line. Let me take in and take authority in the matter. Damn right I do. You're a Fatebinder, aren't you? Well, I want justice. Blood. Of course will pay. Can't be far. Tracks there. Points to the left. Headed north. He slumps and curses, beaded with sweat. You find those scarlet bastards, be sure to give them my regards from Ash before you cut their pissin' cocks off. Easily done. Although I don't know why Siren was in the front there, because it's not smart. Taps a wooden splintered and blood spattered staff on the ground with both impatience and self-satisfaction. Plus, we've never been fatter on crates. Misery's scheme is... She jolts, noticing your intrusion for the first time. Instinctively, she crouches into a battle stance, weapon raised before her. The piss are you? What have we here? Chorus impersonating disfavored. Careful, you're addressing the Fatebinder of Tunon. Fatebinder of Tunon, you say? Well, Master Fatebinder, I'm sure if we talk this over, we can come to a mutual understanding. Raven bows low with a mockingly exaggerated sweep of her arm. Got plenty of stock to go around, to share with our dear pals, see? The only agreement you will come to is whether you'll travel to Ironhearth peaceably, or together peacefully, to be punished for your crimes against the disfavored, or rather I'll be sending you one by one in pieces. Alright, I'll give. Oh, heavens, Sophus. The heavily clad chorus soldier clanks to the ground awkwardly as he attempts to bend the knee, but fumbles under the unfamiliar weight of the iron suit. I don't know about them, but didn't come here to die. I'm only following orders, same as any other. Oh, no you don't! Get up and fight, you fitted shit! We have a job to do until we've seen it through. I'll neither let you give up nor give in. Bloodshanda swings her staff in a wide circuit, voice booming as she ensorcels her comrades, spurning them to battle. Imbued with an unnatural and sudden strength, the ironclad soldier roars, rushing forward despite the weight of his armor, despite his previous reluctance. Kill her! He braves with an insatiable bloodlust, and behind him Prattle echoes his cry, charging forward to attack. Okay. They are enraged, but when and if that wears off, or if we kill the mage, there's a chance that they will simply leave us alone, or that they'll surrender. So I actually want to... That is not the spell, the attack I wanted. Need to wait a second. No. Rhyme spike on the mage, please. Kill the mage. Eliminate the mage immediately. Try not to kill them. I want the mage dead, but I don't want to kill the, those guys if we can help it. I would rather capture them. I don't know if they will let us capture them. Like, I don't know if that's a possibility, but if it is, I would prefer to do it that way. Oh, you was silenced. I haven't had that happen before. Have not had that happen before. That is a new thing that I have never seen occur. Which is no bueno. Who silenced you? Oh, you're silenced too. Unfortunately for you, my main character is a fighter, so it doesn't do much. Damn it, they're still enraged. Oh well. I was hoping they would come over to us so we wouldn't have to kill them all, but guess not. Oh well. You're still silenced? Alright, well shit. Well shit. I'd have it no other way. Not that big a deal, really, but I've been hoping to not kill you all, but apparently not killing you was not allowed. Iron Walker boots and armor, nice. More junk that I don't really care about. More junk. Followed by even more junk.
Right.
And I don't need the resting thing. Anything over here?
Sorry, I can't.
Seems a little weird that that's even a thing, but whatever. Alright, so what was our objective? What the hell's the damn objective thing? There it is. Okay, apparently we did it already. Let's go check on the disfavored guy down here, if he's still here at least. See what, if anything, he has to say now. Must use the soldier of wrought vengeance on the guilty. Thank Kairos for fate binders. Bringers of justice and order to the tears, and fuck the chorus screamers who openly affront the Overlord's chosen own. He grimaces a pained grin, then swearing and shaking, he stumbles to his feet, cracks a shoulder, and shuffles sluggishly toward the distance. I won't forget what you've done, Fate Binder, he shouts to inform you, waving a two-fingered salute and farewell before he disappears over the bridge. Tell the lieutenant and the others at Jagadmaw what you've done for us. Yeah, okay. Whatever you say there, buddy. Alright, so we are finished with all of the side areas. Now we have to stop by Halfgate. Because we had... Well, actually, did we do that already? We might have done that already. Go to Howling Rock. No? Okay, never mind. I did that already. I didn't remember. I couldn't remember if I'd done that last episode or not, but I did. So... moving on past that to Dawning Spire. Oh, there's a way all the way around. Why the hell were you trying to go through Stone Down Gorge if you could go all the way around? Doesn't make any damn sense. Whatever. Whatever. I mean, I guess it's faster. It was probably faster to go through the other way if we hadn't already been over here. But... well. Oh, there's our spire. Hi, spire. You're a damn big thing. More Azurlyth. Oh, hi, card.
No matter
what's
what
left of
side
card,
of the
anyway.
battlefield you stood on, Cairn was a dangerous presence.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh. Control life. These would be really good for, what's-his-face?
Even in death, he blights the land.
That's a lot of man.
Glantry.
Let's try not to wake him up.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. Waking him up would probably be very unwise. Without really good reason. Even with good reason, probably unwise. I actually don't know if it's even possible for him to be woken up, though, because I expect he is, you know, mostly dead. I mean, he's because the edict was cast to kill him, essentially. And, well, he's apparently not dead outright. I imagine there's not really enough left of him for it to make much difference.
Sorry, I can't.
So I would expect it. What the hell is this? Why can we even climb up here? Why would we want to? There must be something up here of interest, but why? Really? Okay. More stuff to climb. What's the point?
Do you have eyes on this?
Camp is typical of Stone Sea explorers. Many travel from all corners of the tiers in search of the unclaimed treasures from the now defunct Kingdom of Azur. Oh, a sigil. I suppose that's worth getting. Bounding Bolt's level 2. Which is cool and all, but we couldn't even use the level 1 version for the most part, so that doesn't really do that much for me.
Can't do that.
As neat as it is. By and large, that doesn't really help me any. But that's okay. So we need to try to blow through as much of this area as
Sorry, I
possible.
can't.
Relatively quickly, if we can manage it. Another piece of azurite. Don't really know what we need those for or why we're picking them up, but whatever. I'll take them. Hi guys. Fatebinder of Tunon, here? What business have you at Howling Rock? Speak, be pelted with stone. Sign the sigil. Ah, so you're one of us. The Shaker signs the sigil back to you, and the coded exchange is complete. She nods and touches her fist to her chest in salute, but her eyes are hard as boulders, wary as she watches you. Well, raise the gate, but be warned, Fatebinder, or I will see the earth swallow you whole should you bring strife against us. Let me assure you. And wait up! Let me assure you, you don't want to mess with me. Ah, Fatebinder, you survived to join us. Angard studies you with a stern intensity. If the exertion of the run has winded him, he does not show it. His brother, on the other hand, doubles over, hands on his knees as he catches his breath. Between the two of them, Cadus is splattered in the remnants of battle, while Radix stands wholly pristine. Of course you would. Looks at his older brother and straightens. You saw the trail of corpses she left. Made my job easy. Well, easier. Gives you a curt nod. Thanks to you, we made it in one piece. Glad you can keep up. Well, I do not consider traversing rocky terrain to be particularly travailing. I am eager to enter the compound. Take as much time as you need to recoup, Fatebinder. If you need me, I'll be examining the state of Karin's remains. You do that. Now let me do something other than be stuck here in conversation. Crystals are a resource for the Earthshaker's powers. Their essence, once harvested, may be used by the mages to bolster their abilities. Okay, so I expect whatever the hell reason we're here, or whatever the hell reason we're collecting the stuff, it's for that purpose. Soon we will harness Karen's power. I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, I don't know why you intend to harness it, but that doesn't strike me as a very smart idea regardless of the reasoning. I'm just saying. Shakers mean to defend their final resting place of Karn to the death. Weapons, supplies, and resources have been brought in to sustain the camp.
Sorry.
Yeah, this holds the camp. Pounds a fist to his chest and brisk salute as you approach. Careful with your football, Fatebinder. This close to the source, the surface is likely to shift at a moment's notice. He slides, slouching at his post. You lot look as weary as I feel. It's your incessant trembling that's done you in, isn't it? It's hard in the bones. But you know, I think I'd rather find their tectonic quakes to be soothing if I didn't know they were caused by my Archon's pain. My condolences. Spoken like a true diplomat. Or an agent for Tunon's courts. You must want something. Question is, can I provide it to you? Right then. How might I assist you? Can you get a discount? Who might refuse the guild's Fatebinder? Cants his head, eyes appraising. Surely. Let me see your wares. That's the first time we've seen, This is actually the first time I've seen a masterwork anything available in a store. Not worthwhile, though. Not actually worth much of anything to me, so... do we even have anything to sell? I guess we probably have a little bit, but... I don't really anticipate we have that much, because I have not really picked up too much stuff. We did... It wasn't that long ago that we were back at base, so... We have the Iron Walker armor that we picked up. I don't really need money at this point, so I think I'm going to actually hold on to the rest of the stuff. There's really no reason for me to sell it. Sell all those, because I already have those. There's a ton of these, but I'll go ahead and keep them, because there's really no reason for me to get rid of them. Again, I don't need the money, so we have plenty of money. More money than I need, to be perfectly frank. So let's go ahead, see what else there is in this area. Whole bunch of guys. Lots of little bridges going all over the place.
That wasn't so hard.
Lock chest, drug recipe, whatever. Not really that interested. This is the entrance to the spire. His remains lie here, collapsed in a pile of azurlife and stone. The wandering Archon was destroyed by the might of the Edict of Stone.
Huh.
Indeed. What just got revealed? Oh. A ruby. Whatever. Alright, Radix, why are we here? Fatebinder. I presume you're adequately rested. He studies you with a stern intensity. Well rested, huh? Jerks a glance at Radix. Hate to think of what it would mean if that earlier show wasn't a Fatebinder at peak performance. Glad you're with us, man. Gives you a nod. Touches a knuckle to his chin in thought. Yes, I must admit, I am as well, especially in wake of recent discoveries. Discoveries? What happened? Well, I served Ash at Vendrian's Well in my stead. The guild succeeded in their mission to locate and guard Karn's remains. Of course, none of us expected he would have survived. He nods once in admiration of his former master. My Earthshakers commenced studying Karn, and as a result have unearthed a rather invaluable finding. Karn yet labors to survive. This course is ultimately unfeasible. Even the mountains cannot withstand the forces of Kairos' will. However, our Archon has retained a considerable sum of arcane energy that my guild could harvest and wield. Isn't he suffering enough? Do you have to add to it? According to the general, long as Karn lives, the edict will keep tearing up the land. It's good for us, bad for the rebels and the chorus. How the continued earthquake's good for the disfavored, but bad for the rebels. If you harvest and use Karn's energy, won't that kill him and thus end the edict? How are they good for us? Simple tactics, ma'am. Ruined farmland means less food to feed the masses. Disfavored have more supplies stocked, and since there's few of us, we need less rations overall. Plus, we're made of tougher stock than the chorus and the tiersmen. We'll be fine. Meanwhile, a starving army will be easy prey for Ash. Force the enemy to squabble over supply lines while we slack their forts. Basic. Barbaric even, but effective. If you harvest and use the energy, won't that kill him? Your assumption is correct. However, my Earthshakers have devised a ritual where we can extract and expel Karn's energy in one concentrated pulse upon his death. We permanently ravage the land, starving Nerat's chorus and the rebel army, enabling us to end the war. While I'd relish the opportunity to study Karn further, cannot risk this strategic advantage. We must gain Ash's approval to act swiftly. Hope I'm not the only voice of dissent here, but blighting the land will starve the Scarlet Chorus, not to mention a large part of the realm. Thought we were fighting a war to gain something. Looks like we're causing massive devastation for one dumb victory. Am I wrong here? You see with a mixed expression. You're not wrong, Verse, and I'm not going to allow it if I can. The Scarlet Chorus would be wiped from the Scarlet Chorus would be wiped from the region. These are the consequences of declaring war on the Great General. No, I'm not going to do that. To be honest, I have some reservations myself. Sorry, Barrick, but I'm definitely siding with Verse on this one. Hate to side with a screamer, but I'm something of a mind to agree. Blight the land, kill the bastards. Take the sure victory. But damn if I won't miss the beauty of a hand-to-hand battle. Loose stones jostle across the ground as he nearly imperceptibly and patiently taps a booted toe. If a lot of you are quite finished, I'd like to get on with it. I intend to discuss killing Karn with Ash. Do what you must. Discuss our plan to destroy the land and defeat the voices of Nerat, but be swift about it. Nods to you in dismissal. We will await your report from Ironhearth. In the meantime, however, I will account for Ash's approval and see to the provisions necessary for the ritual. See? What he means is safe travels, sir. I want to discuss some other matters with you. Speak, if that is what you desire, but understand this, as the wind cannot move a mountain, so your words would not sway me. But you say that, but I may yet surprise you. Why do you think he betrayed his orders? I think I asked him already. I did ask him already, I think. Say that, but I may yet surprise you. I do not have a disposition for humor, Fatebinder, and I do not often imagine that which is outside of the realm of possibility. Would make it damn easier for all of us if he did. Anything we need to worry about? Short of a full-on assault by the chorus? No. But an attack from the Screamers could get messy, so I got my shields keeping watch. Tell me about the Howling Rock Spire. Grant you ingress to the base if that is what you desire, but advise you not to let it become the foremost consumption of your time. My Earthshakers have already extensively examined the site, yet were unable to uncover more than a cavernous room with some carvings on the floor. Yet Karn's clinging to the base like it's the only dinghy in a storm-chopped sea. Cranes his neck toward the tower's cloud-obscured peak. What do you reckon that's about? Delirium, perhaps? Who really knows the effect an edict may wreak on one's mental capacity? Steeples his fingers in thought. Or maybe he knew of a peculiarity we yet do not. Perhaps the Dawning Spire could have restored him had he managed to rouse it from its dormancy. He looks at the stone giant, then over the looming spire. Perhaps not. We're gonna go work on the, we're going to work on the, what did that add? Trial of Archons. Wanted to use Karn to blight the region and starve the Scarlet Chorus. Well, we're not going to allow that, so... at least if we can do anything about it, we're certainly not going to allow it. We'll see. Who knows if we actually can stop them or not, but if given an option, given the opportunity, I intend to stop them. Oh, this one's real simple. Brilliant flames cast an emerald light on the walls. How they got the color and why they don't burn out is a mystery. Take the rubbing. The drawn rune remains incomplete. It seems likely the completed design is symmetrical in shape. Should the need arise, you could reasonably guess its original shape.
Okay. Any bets on which sigil unleashes more scourges?
Well, since I have no intention of unleashing anything, I don't think we have to worry about that. Okay... Oops. Forgot that you have to click on each individual thing.
On it.
You didn't used to have to do that, but let's move you guys out of the way. Let's move all of you out of the way so I can use the main character to activate this thing. At least if I can figure out what the thing is, anyway. Actually... No, that's not the, that's not the, oop, shit. That's not how it's supposed to be. I think this is it. I don't know. Am I looking at something wrong, maybe? Could be the other way around. Could be that it's meant to be the other, facing the other direction. Also might be that the bottom may not be. Yeah. Pretty sure this part is correct. I just don't know what else was supposed to do with it. Because it looks like there's supposed to be... Like, it looks like there's supposed to be more to...
Will do.
The bottom part here, maybe. But it's not doing anything. Okay. Well, I think we need to find another piece of the rubbing, because I don't know what the, I don't know what the symbol is supposed to be, apparently. I'm not sure. So apparently we will have to come back to that. I was hoping to unlock the spire in this episode, but it looks like we're going to have to come back to it, because I don't know what the symbol is to unlock it. I think we were close. I definitely think I had the majority of it there, but we're clearly missing some part of it that I don't know.
Can't do that.
How to get. So, I guess we have to depart. So we will go up. We'll talk to. I have no intention of moving forward their plan. I have every intention of stopping it. Every intention of stopping it if we are able. Destroying the entire group or whatever is not should not be our objective. What if we're about to pass through Cacophony, which is the enemy area? It's kind of funny. Kind of funny. We shouldn't be passing through there, but... Ugh, 6 days. Wow. And that's with teleporting across the, That's with teleporting across half of the freaking continent. Most of that travel time was in the traveling through the Stonelands. The Stonelands are very large, and travel seems to be very slow moving through them in comparison to a lot of other areas. Like down here, once we traveled to the Spire down here, like we traveled to Ironhearth in like no time flat. Like it was like half a second and we were there. Whereas it took us a very long period of time to move through, like on the map, the same amount of distance. So I think... Alright, so I'm going to save here because I have no intention of allowing this to occur. Fatebinder. Breaking edicts has become something of a specialty for you, hasn't it? For long, Kairos may rely on these cleanup efforts of yours. Do this for my own... Let's not say anything. Don't mean to marginalize your efforts. What you've accomplished in a short time is impressive, but don't forget you're a vassal of greater powers and should remember your place. Maybe you should shut up, because... I made contact with them. Quarrelsome pair, but I do like to see family moving against the enemy together. Bonds are more reliable than any number of like-minded countrymen. We have to report. They have a plan to use Karn's essence to blight the region, but they want your go-ahead. What's my go-ahead? I was worried he was the sort to abuse the significant position I gave him, so it's pleasing to see him show difference. What would you say if this were your decision? Would you approve? No, absolutely not. I would not advise it. They can't be fully trusted, and meddling with an edict could be seen as an insult to Kairos and those of us that respect the law. Not my legion, not my call. None of these are I think we should kill him, but not... How much do you trust them? That's a long sigh furrowing his brow. I'd be a fool not to suspect that Karn's treachery was contagious. But in truth, since the Archon's passing, their only sins have been disorganization and lethargy. Such things tend to happen when leadership changes. So to answer your question, I would say my sense of trust is cautious at best. The question still stands: would you approve of the plan? I would advise against it. Advise you cautiously. Point taken, good Fatebinder. You're wise to be cautious of fair-weather allies. And you're right, I suppose. My actions could be misconstrued as opposed to the Overlord. We also run the risk of Chorus finding a way to slay Karn, resolving the edict in a less violent fashion. If that happens, we've lost the opportunity to strike a killing blow. So I have to seize the initiative and take this risk. Thank you, Fatebinder. The time will come someday when I need to trust you with greater responsibilities. It's good to have an insight into how you think. Still disagree with this plan. Honored you value my opinion. No, I still disagree with it. Conveniently for the rest of us, your approval is hardly necessary. The price of inaction is too great. We cannot tire our hacking to the core, so we can tire our hacking to the core, so we can choke their supplies and starve the festering mob. I'll go with both strategies. You were wise to bring this to my attention. The Archons fall into Kairos' jurisdiction, and that includes what remains they leave behind. We are unfortunate that Kairos wished the Archon of Stone destroyed. I believe this offers us the freedom to dispense with his corpse however we see fit. Tell my forces they have approval to carry out the plan. I would see the forces of Nerat and his howling mob starve to the point of cannibalism if that would deplete their numbers. I have no intention of allowing this to occur if we can do anything about it. Like, there should be a way to side with the... From the sounds of it, if you side with the chorus, you would be able to kill him without doing this. But there should be a way to side with the disfavored and still not have to destroy the place. I don't know. I'm not happy about it. Not happy about it at all. I think that is going to be it for this episode, though. We will pick up next time with the continuation of the quest and whatnot. So I will see you folks then. Take it easy. Have a good day. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye, folks.